These talks, how far have they got so far? How far will they go? Are they at all realistic? Because you're foes, right? You and Fatah and Hamas are foes.
No, these talks are not about Fatah and Hamas. These talks are about the Palestinian people. These talks about ending the genocide in Gaza. These talks about giving a way forward. So it is indeed a positive development. And the idea is that the Palestinian state, represented by the PLO, despite the Netanyahu veto over this, would entrust a technocratic committee made of professionals that will provide for our people, and the catastrophic situation, the unprecedented human suffering. So at least we pass this hurdle of who takes over in Gaza. Only Palestinians will take over in Gaza, right. And Palestinians have addresses and national legitimacy.
So no more bad blood between Hamas and Fatah?
This is not about. This is about.
As you said, it's not about the two of you.
No.
But you've got to get on with each other, right? To make it work.
There is blood here, which is our people's blood being spilled on a minutely basis. Our children, our women, our families, and this is what we need to stop. So this is not about political rivalries or political reconciliation. This is about providing a way forward. This is about telling everybody that Palestinians will only governed by Palestinians, that Gaza is an integral part of the state of Palestine, that the West Bank and Gaza is one territorial entity, and there is one political system, and all other plans are not accepted.
But can this committee of technocrats actually run the Gaza Strip, or what's left of it after this?
Well, with the help of everybody, yes.
Including the Israelis.
And with removing Israeli vetoes over, Netanyahu has made it very clear. He doesn't want the Palestinian government to return to Gaza because simply he doesn't want a Palestinian state to emerge. Again, he does not want to unify Palestinian occupied territory and people, nor give legitimacy to the political system. Nonetheless, the legitimacy of the Palestinian national institutions come only from the Palestinian people, not Netanyahu. And it's the only legitimate entity that will have to be in charge of our people everywhere. And the only thing that can happen in the day after of stopping this Israel's genocide is Palestinian national institutions taking care of our people.
And this is also what the Saudis have been saying very openly, what we just heard from the Qatari Foreign Ministry. This is what the rest of the Arab world wants. This is what much of Europe wants. But what about the United States under Donald Trump? You have in Mike Huckabee, a new ambassador to Israel from the United States, who doesn't even believe Palestinians exist, who doesn't call it the West Bank, he calls it Judea and Samaria.
Well, we will have to tell him that, hello, we exist, and not only we exist now, we have existed for millennia.
But is he going to listen?
And we are the cradle.
And will Trump tell him to listen?
We will make him listen. And we are the cradle of civilizations. We are the birthplace of Christianity, a vivid, rooted nation. But this is not just about one nominee. But President Trump, elect during the election campaign, promised that he wants to stop the killings and the carnage, and he wants to bring peace to the Middle East. We take that to heart.
Right. And so you think it could be good news for your cause?
Well, we want it to be good news. I don't know if it could or not, but we want it to be good news, and we want to make sure that any opportunity is tapped in. And the one most important priority right now is to stop the killing, to stop the mass murder, mass destruction against our people, and then to start the journey of healing and rebuilding. And from there, we move to a political horizon.
Okay. And one of the priorities for Mr. Trump, the president-elect, is to get the hostages released. He wants them released before he takes office, presumably because he doesn't want to deal with it when he's in office. So can you persuade Hamas to get those hostages released as a gesture of goodwill?
There is a UN Security Council resolution that was tabled by the US, actually, by the US administration in May 2735. And that UN Security Council resolution includes all the stages, include all the steps, including the release of all hostages. So we need to implement that UN Security Council resolution. So President Trump, when he starts in his second term, he will have a ready formula to actually implement.
And if he gets that, if those hostages are released, he can then build on something more positive, you hope.
Yes, indeed. Not only we hope, we want to see him and the rest of the international community learning the lesson of the last awful 14 months, which is we have got to visit the root cause of all this. We have got to uproot the cause of this, which is occupation and colonization and besiegement and apartheid and all this system of supremacy. This is about time that we end it once and for all and actually establish an independent sovereign state of Palestine with Jerusalem as its capital.
Ambassador Zomlot, thank you very much indeed.